Hey, Mark and Todd here from Whole Latte Love. We've got the Dalla Corte Mina flow profiling machine. We're going to show you how to get that hooked up to a water supply, how to hook up the drain line, how to get the app so you can do all the flow profiling on the machine. We'll go right through to filling the machine and the initial setup, right?
Yeah, just the basic stuff to get you going, and we'll do more in-depth videos later that show all the programming and how the app works, all the other cool stuff.
Okay, so first step, you got some tools here.
Yeah, set the machine on the counter.
Set the machine on the counter.
Okay, we have set the machine with an adapter. Goes from 3/8 BSP, which fits the water line on the machine. It actually fits really perfectly. And the machine, and then we also have it set this side to 3/8 compression. So if you run 3/8 compression to this, regular standard American style fittings, you can hook it right up. So I'll show you how we do that. Snug it pretty good.
And no gaskets or goo in that connection?
No gaskets, Teflon tape, or goo, nothing. Now, we have a really nice video done that shows how this hooks up to a BWT water filter, of which I highly recommend.
We really do recommend it. Kind of takes the worry out of machine ownership, right?
Yes, it does.
Good quality water, no scale.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing.
And with that video, we also have all the information on the hookup in detail, different ways to do it too. And I do it mostly using braided stainless steel lines because I'm not a big fan of the plastic.
There you go.
So, okay, this is the water line.
Okay.
And we'll show you how to hook the drain line up. I know this all doesn't look pretty here, but we're just, normally that would be underneath the cabinet where you wouldn't see it.
Right.
Okay, now the drain line, we'll hook that on.
So I'm going to tilt the machine up here.
Yeah, it might be a two-person deal. Got her?
Yep.
Okay, now this drain line, the way it goes, it's really nice. It fits perfectly. It's like threaded, so you turn it when you push it on. Turn around.
And we'll talk about some options for the drain line, right? Like where you can go with this.
Yep, you can hook it directly to a dishwasher. Oh, see this, it's got this little clip here you can put on. So crank that down a little bit. And then rotate it up so it doesn't hit the counter. And since our drain is this way, I'm going to put it on this side of the water line. You don't want to go over the water line. Okay, we'll set her down.
Set her down.
Yep.
So options for the drain line. So from here you could just like kind of run it over to a sink or a bucket or something.
Yeah, you can drop your sink if you want to, or if you drill a hole in the counter, you want to go through that. We're going to include an elbow with this. That'll make it so you get a nice square fitting, goes right down. Because if you get where the drain line goes like this, you'll get a backup because this machine is, we try to keep it short with the short legs.
So you can't go up with that drain line or you're going to have some overflow in the drip tray. Gravity and water runs downhill, it's got to go downhill, right?
So we'll hit you some other things about the drain line also. So if you run this to anything, like underneath the cabinet, whether it's a standpipe, maybe put in by a plumber,
yep.
because it has an air gap in it, or if you go to your dishwasher, you don't want to have it a trap. You don't want it to run down like this. Okay,
It's got to be downhill the whole way.
Yeah, that old thing, water runs downhill. It's important in this.
Okay, okay.
So here's our little water line setup. So I'll just turn the water on.
Okay, and I've got the power over here, so we'll get some power to this machine and get her going?
Yep, plug her in.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, hit the switch.
Oh, the moment of truth.
Yeah. So what's going to happen here, power light goes on, so it's got power, and then the pump's going to go on to fill the boiler. And now, it's possible that the boiler may not fill quick enough, it may time out, and if it does, you'll see a little warning light flashing here. Just turn the machine off, turn it back on, that's perfectly normal.
So if it doesn't fill quick enough, you get the warning light, power off for 5-10 seconds, power back on, and that should take care of that.
Yeah, should only have to do that once maybe.
Okay.
Okay, water line pressure coming in. You know, 1 bar is good, 1.5. Doesn't matter.
And we do use a filter system on this, right? We're using a BWT Best Max Premium, so no worries about scale, no worries about excessive pressure because we got a pressure regulator on there as well. And also we're filtering for chlorine and those kinds of things. Really great setup. So did we want to take a little look at the indicators here?
We're waiting for Phil. We'll do that. So this light over here is your power light. This light here shows your brew boiler is heating. That's for your steam boiler. And this is for the boiler fill. Tells you when the steam boiler is filling. That's a Bluetooth light, and that's a warning light.
So Todd, once the boiler fills, there's something you should do.
You're going to hear two beeps. First, you're going to hear a beep when the brew boiler heats up, and then you can hear one when the steam boiler heats up. After the brew boiler heats up, I would take this, turn it till you get to this position here, this light. That's a lever. Then just push the lever down till you get that one light on. The pump will go on. It'll take a little while, but there's going to be some air in that boiler, and it'll push all the air out, and then you'll have water coming out. Then you can push it back up, and you're done. The boiler's all primed.
So that idea is just to get the air out of the boiler, just kind of over an abundance of caution, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I have the app on my iPhone, so I downloaded the app at the App Store. If you're using Android, get wherever you get your apps there, just search for Dalla Corte, and you'll see the Mina app there. So from here, all I'm going to do is press scan. And as you see, it connects very, very quickly. So it's already found my Mina here, so I'll touch that, and then it wants me to assign a name. I'm just going to leave it at this name. It's a
That's the serial number.
Yeah, the serial number. So I'll just leave that for now. And now we are pairing. So Todd, we have to do one more thing here, right?
Yep.
And that's push the button.
Let's push the button.
And ciao, we are connected. We're at the home screen right here. It's going to tell you a lot about the machine. Again, we'll have a lot more detail on how to use this, but you get info on your machine, set up flow profile. You can have a bunch of flow profiles in here, right?
Yeah, you can.
And
Customize them.
go through different setup, reset the whole thing, scan, and get a lot more information. Again, check out our future videos on how to use the app to get full advantage of your Mina. Anything else on that, Todd, in the initial setup? Oh, you know what? One thing I did want to mention is I'm looking at the top of the machine. We just took this one out of the box. It's got that laser film up there, right?
Oh, yeah.
How many times you get people calling in, they're like, what, do I leave this? Do I take it off? Yeah, take off the laser film.
Yeah, we figure you know that, though.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Do check out our other videos on the Dalla Corte Mina. Todd and Mark here from Whole Latte Love. We'll see you back here soon for more of the best on everything coffee. Want to learn more? Subscribe now so you'll know about the latest videos on everything coffee from Whole Latte Love.